right, guys, we have got a handful of things on tap tonight. All of it's going to be fun. I'm excited to get into everything. So what are we opening tonight? What are we opening first? I think it's plates and patches. Let me take a quick look here and see. No, it's actually Playbook, I guess, is up first. So it will be one box of 2013 Panini Playbook football. That will be followed by a box of 2010 plates and patches football. Then a half case of 2017 Leaf Valiant baseball. And finally a full case of Bowman's Best Baseball, also 2017. So give me a hot second here. I have got to get the iPad up and running for chat. So while I am doing that, I'll let you take a look at what we've got listed and up for sale on eBay for the next 5 days here. And give me 1 second for eBay to finish, or eBay. I got eBay on the brain. For the iPad to finish loading chat for me, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so, well, it's not completely loaded yet, but it seems like it's on its way enough that we're going to keep on keeping on, and it should load here in the next minute or so, I think. So, of course, you can see we've got, obviously, you can see what we're opening tonight, and then we've got Chronicles and some autographed football jerseys, some autographed baseballs, Contenders football, more Valiant baseball, some Elite Extra Edition baseball. So, you know, lots of fun stuff. First up tonight, one box of 2013 Panini Playbook football. This is break number 14, so the 14th time we have broken it. It ended tonight, the 11th of January. And, of course, our live stream schedule is also tonight, January the 11th. And team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. So we'll take a minute to scroll down through here. And a couple of things I want to point out here. One, we have a team that isn't sold. That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's designated as no bids buyback. So that just means, you know, if anything comes out for the Bucks, that it stays here with me. Otherwise, it's going to head out the door to you. You notice the focus went out there in the background. That is intentional. I like to take off autofocus and deal with the cards up a little more closely. I don't like all the zooming in and out and all that craziness. So that was intentional. Next little housekeeping note. Both plates and patches and this Playbook football. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of cards in either product, so not all the teams are going to pull a hit. Here's what that means. The next time you have something that ships from me, you're in another break with me and you hit whatever it is, could be base cards, could be autograph card, whatever your next hit is, you would also be sent something for your teams that didn't hit in prior breaks. That's kind of how that normally works. If you want it done differently than that, you have some options, and those are all outlined in the description, in the description of any of my auction listings. So if you don't hit anything tonight in these first couple of breaks, plates and patches or Playbook, and you don't want to wait until your next shipment to get your make good item for your no-hit team, just check out the listing, read what your options are, and then send me a message and we'll go from there. Jason is asking me for the best guesstimate on Bowman's Best. Oh, I don't think it'll be an hour. Valiant's pretty quick, so is plates and patches, so is Playbook. I definitely wouldn't think it would be an hour, but I would say maybe 35 minutes, 40, maybe not even that much. I don't know. And John was asking me how much for the Buccaneers. I did not see that in time, man. I'm sorry about that. Apologies. And Chris Spelta is asking me something. I don't know what's a Chris, I don't know what your question is. Texans, DeAndre Hopkins, nice hit. First out. That is to 271. Got a nice 3-color patch, an on-card autograph, and our little booklet there for the Texans. Then Andre Ellington, Cardinals. That is, again, a 3-color patch, on-card auto. It's technically not on-card. They've signed something else, and they've inserted, the something else into this card, but it's hard signed. It's not a sticker, I guess is the thing. It's to 271. And Chris Belta, I also don't know what your eBay user ID is. So kind of in general, you're going to have to probably shoot me a message on eBay because I don't know what your question is that you need to discuss with me. And I also don't know your eBay user ID. For the Jets, Marcus Davis. This is to 299. That one is a sticker auto. And then Cordarrelle Patterson for the Vikings wraps us up here. This is to 99. And we'll recap those 4 little hits in a second. One other quick reminder. This is free shipping. So is plates and patches that comes up next. Please keep in mind anything that is completely free shipping to the bidder goes out approximately once every 5 days. If you have something else going sooner, it'll hitch a ride. Otherwise, that kind of stuff goes out about once every 5 days. So for the Vikings, Cordarrelle Patterson, Marcus Davis for the Jets. Jay is asking me, is the card warped? I don't think so. It doesn't look to me like it is. Well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. I'm trying to lay it in like a bunch of different places. Maybe. Well, I guess so. Yeah, actually, good eye. I guess it is right there on the, right here in this upper edge. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, it does look like it has a little, bit of a bend actually right there in that whole upper right. I'm trying, there, you can see it better that way. And that might, I don't know how much that'll straighten out when it goes into a holder, but let's find out how much it'll straighten out. Maybe it will be enough to calm it back down. I mean, I think maybe if it stays in the holder for some time, it might flatten back out. But yeah, definitely you're right, that upper right edge. So good catch on that, Jay. Thanks for noticing that. I call that stuff out when I notice it. Occasionally one does slip by me. So to recap, we have for the Cardinals, the Andre Ellington, the nice hit for the Texans with the DeAndre Hopkins. Then, of course, the Marcus Davis for the Jets that we just discussed, and then the Cordarrelle Patterson for the Vikings. So that has got Playbook locked and loaded, which is going to bring us into some 2010 plates and patches. And let me get to the right spot on the spreadsheet for that. And here we go. This is one box of 2010 Panini Plates and Patches football. It is break number 16. Our eBay end date was the 11th. Our live stream schedule also the 11th tonight. And once again, we have teams on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. So that's, we'll give you a minute here. If you're like me, I don't ever remember anyway what teams I have and what breaks here and there. So for me, I always appreciate having a little refresher. And then, of course, this is just like our last product in that it is completely free shipping, which means it's going to go out in about 5 days. If you have something else shipping in the meantime, it will hitch a ride. If you have a team that does not hit in this break, typically what would happen is you would be sent a little make good with your next package that did have hits that shipped from me. If you want something done differently than that, you want it sooner or whatever, go to eBay, read the description, it tells you what the options are, then you can shoot me a message on eBay and we'll work it out. So this is D'Angelo Williams. That is numbered to 499 for the Panthers. All the cards in here are numbered, guys. Even. In fact, let's just get out a whole little just get that whole pack of sleeves out on the table. So everything is numbered in here, the base, the whole 9 yards. A little Eli Manning, numbered to 499. Then Jason Pierre-Paul, numbered to 100 for the Giants. A little City Limits here for the Ravens, numbered to 299 with the Ray Lewis. Wes Welker, that one is 250 for the Patriots. And then we have Garrett Graham. That one's a sticker auto for the Texans, numbered to 449. There's definitely some chipping and stuff on that. You can see it there on those bottom corners and along the bottom edge. That's, I mean, fairly common. It's nothing too outrageous, but it's definitely, I could see it. LeGarrette Blount. That one is a sticker auto and numbered to 449 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How about little Aaron Rodgers fabric? That's a nice hit. And this being 2010, you know, look how young Aaron is. He hadn't been around too long, just a year in the league at this point. It is numbered to 200, and that's a pretty cool little hit there for the pack. I got to get a different size sleeve out for that one. And then our encased card tonight, it looks like it's going to be a 1 of 1. We have a printing plate with a 2-color patch, a sticker auto, Toby Gerhart, and it is for the Vikings, and it is indeed a 1 of 1. So we're starting off right tonight. So to recap, Vikes with the 1 of 1 printing plate, sticker auto, 2-color patch. The Packers with the nice little Aaron Rodgers fabric to 200. LeGarrette Blount to 449 for the Bucks. And then Garrett Graham to 449 for the Texans. So that's what this box of 2010 plates and patches looks like. And we've got it in the books now. And that's going to roll right on into some Valiant baseball. Leaf Valiant. We opened the first half of this case last night. We had some nice hits in it. I'm hoping we're going to find some equally nice stuff tonight. So this is 5 boxes of 2017 Leaf Valiant Baseball. It is a half case break number 2. Our eBay end date is of the 11th. Our live stream schedule also tonight, the 11th. Teams are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right. Now there's a couple of things I have to remind you guys of here. We talked about this last night, but some of you may not have been in the first half of this. I got a message like fairly shortly, or I don't know when I got it, sometime last night. I read it right before we were getting ready to live stream and found out that the Indians and the Cardinals don't have any hits in the product. Of course, I already had breaks 1, 2, and 3 listed. So, yeah. So I was able to go back and cancel the auctions, all of them out of break 3. Out of break 2, as you can see there, I was able to cancel this one, the St. Louis Cardinals. This one, I have already sent the person a message. I actually sent it when the auction was still live, but he didn't see it in time. So I will be refunding that bidder who has the Indians tonight. Now, in break 3 and going forward, we don't have to worry about that because they didn't have bids and I was able to go in and cancel them, and that was fine. So basically, guys, I mean, those of you who have bid with me before, you know that if I'm aware that something doesn't have hits in a product, I'm not going to list it on eBay. Sometimes I do not know. When I find out, I take care of it and I make it right. But that's what the situation is there. As a result of trying to get that squared away, I accidentally ended the listing for the Cleveland Indians in Bowman's Best tonight too. So that's why there was no listing for the Cleveland Indians tonight in Bowman's Best. I accidentally ended it because I was thinking I was ending Valiant, and I accidentally ended Bowman's Best instead. So there you go. So if anybody wants the Indians in the Bowman's Best case break that's coming up after we do Leaf Valiant, shoot me a message there in chat and let me know, because I did not obviously intend to end that one. That was an accident. But that's what happens sometimes. You get, I got on a track there trying to get the other stuff sewn up, and I hit the wrong button. And then it's too late to fix it. So, of course, in Valiant, they reconfigured baseball to match up with what they did with football this year. I don't really know why I'm stacking that way. So we have, of course, our 4 autographs that are already in their sleeves and top loaders, like our typical Leaf hits. And then we also have a graded card per box, which those are always nice to have. You don't have to wait for them to come back. We don't have to pay for the grading. It's already done. It is guaranteed to be 9.5 or higher with Valiant. They don't have anything graded lower than 9.5. There are black label 10s in here. In fact, we pulled one out last night, which is of course, is a perfect 10 on everything. A black label 10 is a pristine 10 card and an autograph of a 10 as well. Those things are pretty hard to come by, so always nice to hit one of them. So here we go. First out, we have Alex Lang. That is numbered to 25, and it is for the Cubbies. Then we have a ticket to the show insert, Kyle Wright. That is numbered to 99 for the Braves. Mirandy Gonzalez. That's numbered to 35. That's Mets. We have a redemption. We're going to set that aside for a minute. Garrett Hampson to 99 for the Rockies. Moonshots insert Austin Beck. That will be the A's. It's numbered to 99. Domingo Acevedo, something like that. That's to 25 for the Yankees. Kevin Maytan, nice one, to 35 for the Braves. Shedrick Long to 25 for the Reds. I'm used to saying Shed Long. It took me a minute, right? Because, I mean, you're used to seeing Shed Long. You're not used to saying Shedrick Long. So I had to process that for a second. Greg Deichmann to 99 for the A's. Matt Bauer to 99 for the Yankees. Lourdes Gurriel for the Jays to 99. Nick Pratto to 35 for the Royals. Ahmed Rosario, there's a nice little hit for the Mets, to 35. Royce Lewis, here's quite a nice hit, high ceiling insert to 99 for the Twins. Colton Welker to 25 for the Rockies. Adam Hazley to 99 for the Phillies. Ticket to the show, Jaron Kendall. This is to 35 for the Dodgers. Pavin Smith Moonshots, that'll be the D-backs. That is a 1 of 1. Very nice. So we've had two back-to-back breaks with 1 of 1s. I like it. 1 of 1 in our plates and patches, of course, and another 1 of 1 right now here in Leaf Valiant. All right, hang on one second, guys. Something over here is bugging me. The way I have this setting is bothering me, so I just want to fix it. All right, now I feel better. I feel happier now. Now for our graded cards, Drew Ellis, 9.5 on the card, 10 on the autograph. That is to 99 also for the D-backs. Gurriel, again, another nice 9.5 card and 10 auto. That is to 99 for the Blue Jays. DL Hall coming out for the Orioles, 9.5 card, 10 on the auto, numbered to 5. Nice low number there. Victor Robles for the Nats, numbered to 99. Also 9.5 card, 10 auto. And then Ramos, 9.5 on the card. Whoops, no, he is not. He's a regular. He's not the graded one. He was just stuck to the front of that. So here's a regular Ramos, numbered to 10 for the Giants on the high ceiling insert. Here's our graded card. It's Drew Waters, 9.5 on the card, 10 on the auto, numbered to 35 for the Braves. Now our redemption. It is Bellinger. Oh, look at that. Bryce, you called it, right? So far my streak stays alive, right? I'm still going with my Cody Bellingers out of every product. Of course, you know, that puts the real pressure on this last case of Bowman's Best that I have on hand. If I don't pull it, you know, I'll have to buy more Bowman's Best or something. So anyway, let's go ahead and recap real quickly here. So there's the nice Cody Bellinger redemption for the Dodgers. And the rest of these, I'm just going to pop through them real quickly here. Shipping on this, because of course this had a shipping cost attached to it. I expect these will go out on Monday, most likely. It's always possible I could get them out a day earlier. It is always possible they could slide to a day later. But I am anticipating, hoping for Monday on this Valiant. If by chance you have a team that got nothing in this break, if you didn't get a card at all, I will still be shipping you something. So you'll still get a package. You'll have a little surprise in there. So something will still be coming your way if you happen to have a no-hit team in here. And once again, the person with the Indians, I've already been talking to you by way of messages. I did run out of time to see if you had sent in that cancel request yet or not before the break. I know that's the last thing we were talking about, but rest assured that as soon as the break wraps up, I will go in there and hit accept or whatever on that request and get that all squared away. And guys, I do apologize for the inconvenience. Had I known sooner that those two teams had no hits, they never would have been listed to begin with. But since I didn't, we have to kind of manage it as we go along. So there is more Leaf Valiant coming up. I'll throw the spreadsheet up there again in a second because I don't remember what day it is either. But it will tell us on our handy little spreadsheet here. So we'll be starting the next break. The next break for Valiant's going to start a whole new case. And that is on Sunday. So Sunday right here, this little break right there, that'll be the beginning of a new case. And then we'll probably break the back half of that case, which will be Valiant break number 4, we'll probably do on Wednesday the 17th. So Sunday for sure, then most likely Wednesday for the back half of the case that we will start on Sunday. So hopefully I will see you back again for that. If you were in the break tonight, you like what you saw, then we'll do it again. We'll do it all over again pretty soon. This brings us up to our 8 boxes of 2017 Bowman's Best Baseball. This is a full case break. It's break number 9. If you didn't hear me say it earlier, I messed up and accidentally ended the auction for the Cleveland Indians tonight. I didn't mean to. I meant to end the one. I was trying to end the one for Valiant. It had a bid. I ended up not being able to end it. But before I did that, I accidentally ended the Indians on Bowman's Best. So they weren't listed tonight because of that. If anyone who is watching right now wants to pick up the Indians here and via chat, let me know. We'll work it out. If not, I'll just hang on to it and I'll have some Indians cards. Either way. Okay, so this is 8 boxes. And each one of our master boxes has 2 mini boxes in it. And there's also a big poster in here that talks about Top Series 1 or something. Each of our mini boxes will have 2 autographs. So 4 autographs per master box, 2 per mini box. Any way you cut it, it comes out at 32 for this break. And of course, we're going to find all kinds of color and parallels and inserts and all that kind of stuff. Seth, you were asking me what would the Indians cost. In this break, the Indians would be $30, and that would include shipping. That would be out the door and on the way to you. So most of the insert series in here are going to be refractors. So there's the Baseball America inserts, the Best Cuts insert, Raking Rookies. I'm trying to think what else. I've opened this so many times you'd think I would have them all memorized, but I never do. So there's at least those three. I think there's another one. But anyway, the inserts are all refractors, so I'm not going to call those out as refractors as we go along, but you just know those inserts are. We will also find a handful of cards, probably in the neighborhood of 8 or so, that will be atomic refractors. And I have a nasty habit of calling that pattern cracked ice, because that is what Panini calls that parallel pattern in their products, and I am such in the habit of saying cracked ice that I try really hard not to do it, but a lot of times I forget. So if you hear me talking about, whoops, see, there's pack left in there, that's why we look. So if you hear me talking about cracked ice and you're wondering what in the heck I am talking about, yeah, it's atomic refractor, and sometimes I just may call it the wrong thing. And of course, we're going to find a bunch of regular cards in here that refract as well. And unless someone specifically requests by way of chat, if you want every refractor called out, jump into chat and let me know. In the absence of a request like that, I'll call out some, you know, maybe like our good rookie refractors. But most of the others, I'm not going to call them out. You'll notice them, of course, when they go through by their pretty little rainbow of colors. I will, of course, call out anything that's numbered. We'll look at the number on it and talk more about it. There will be somewhere in here a monochrome case hit, monochrome autograph card case hit. And in, I would say, at least half the cases that I've opened, we actually got 2 of those in a case, as opposed to the one that they promised us. We actually ended up with 2 most of the time. Not most of the time, but more than half of the time. Oh, mirror image. That's one of the other, I can't believe I forgot that one. That is one of the other inserts we'll find. And mirror image will have 2 different teams on it. One player will be a rookie or a prospect, and it will almost always be from one team. And then the other part of that card will be a veteran or a current player, almost always from another team than the rookie or prospect was on. So what happens with those, I set all those mirror images aside as we see them and just keep a pile of them going. And then at the end of the break, I will go to random.org and we'll literally type in rookie prospect on one line, veteran on the other, and we'll hit random 3 times, and wherever it ends up on the 3rd time will be how those cards will be distributed. So in other words, every one of them will either go to the rookie depicted on the card or the veteran depicted on the card, depending on how random spits it out to us. I'm opening half of the case right now. So in other words, half the packs we're going to go ahead and get open the cards out. We'll look through them. Then we'll have to start all over again on the back half and go through this long process of getting everything out of boxes and packs. But I can't, oh, sorry about that. I can't wait for the whole thing to go by. I can't wait to look at them, to get all 8 boxes open. I have to get them. You have to do 4 and then look at them. I don't do well with delayed gratification. So. I imagine most of you don't either. If we pull anything in here that you would like to have a one-touch magnetic case for, shoot me a message on eBay and let me know. I am always happy to accommodate that request. It is at my cost for the magnetic case and for the PayPal fees to receive the money. It's typically $3 a case. The only time that would really vary is if it were a case for a really super thick card or a case for a booklet, because those cost me a little more. But otherwise, looking at around $3, and sometimes it's worth it. People want it, and then you don't have to worry about tracking down a mag case for it after you get it. But I'm starting to kind of already get excited about baseball again. It just seems like the season just ended. I mean, obviously we know it's been a little bit since it ended, but it feels kind of like it just ended. But I'm already getting excited again for the new season. Of course, our opening day this year is super early. What is it, like mid-March or something, isn't it? It's earlier than normal, it seems like to me. And everybody's opening on the same day. And also, I think it's weird. Doesn't it open in like on a weekday, not a weekend? I think opening day is just off this year. Or maybe I just have the wrong date in my head and it's not where I think it is. But I think it's early to mid-March and like on a Wednesday or a Thursday or something strange. Oh, Bryce, oh yeah, pitchers and catchers report in about a month. Gosh, it is just going to be in about a month, isn't it? I can't believe that. Time has really gone by. This past year has been so quick, it seems. And sports was good. This whole year has been good for all the sports. Baseball, basketball, football, the whole 9 yards. Oh, one other thing I'll point out as we get started here, I'm going to get a little pack of sleeves out while I'm doing that. You're going to periodically see me set the cards that we've already looked at off to the right. And I want you to know there is also a mat over there. That's the area that I use to sort. I've got mats over there, same as, I mean, they're a different design on them, but mats over there just like I have over here. So your cards are always going to stay on a mat and they're going to be nice and safe, but I do feel like I need to warn people because sometimes they worry. That is a Best Cuts insert. As I said, we're going to find a number of those as we go through. This is an example of one of our mirror images. This one is Kopech and Scherzer. This is one of the Baseball America inserts with Corey Seager. We've got some color coming out. This is to 99 in the green parallel for the Diamondbacks with the nice little Jake Lamb there. Oh, it's March 29th. Okay, so it's later than I thought. For some reason, I had in my head that it was like a week earlier than that. So that makes more sense then, the end of March. For some reason, I was thinking it was the middle of March, but that's more towards the end. Nice little Royce Lewis for the Twins to get things started. So Twins are already happy. Nice hit. Some more color for the Diamondbacks. This one is to 150 with the Goldschmidt in the blue parallel. So both of our color so far have gone off to the Diamondbacks. But doesn't everybody, Bryce, doesn't everybody start on the same day? I think they do. I think everybody's opening day is going to be that same day, the 29th. Tristan Lutz for the Milwaukee Brewers. So a little Aaron Judge rookie refractor there. a mirror image, Mackenzie Gore and Chris Sale. Whoops, that was a refractor. I stacked that in the wrong spot then, didn't I? Little Hank Aaron best cuts. This one is the atomic refractor. We'll find a couple of best cuts that are atomic refractors. We'll probably find a couple of Baseball Americas and one of the mirror images. So most of our inserts also have, gosh, man, I am sorry, also have a parallel with them. Got a little twitch going in my hand right now, and I need to calm that down. John Duplantier for the D-backs, and a little Brendan McKay refractor. Some color for the Marlins, Ichiro to 150 in the blue parallel. Mitch Keller for the Pittsburgh Pirates. With a Clint Frazier refractor. Here is our atomic refractor in the Baseball America insert. It is for Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox. Matt Sauer for the Yankees. Oh, Bryce says, oh yeah, the pre-ESPN opening nights when the Reds were the first game of the new season. I don't even hardly remember pre-ESPN days. Of course I do, but you know what I mean. It's so ingrained in my way of life these days. Kevin Merrill for the A's. And a Mookie Betts refractor. But I think that's probably true for all of us. ESPN is just so much a part of everybody's daily life anymore. It's hard to remember when we didn't have it. That is Kluber and Kyle Wright. Chance Adams for the New York Yankees. Another mirror image, Trout and Austin Beck. Another nice hit coming out. This one, Ronald Acuna for the Braves. And it's a refractor as well. Very nice hit for the Braves. Some color for the Giants. How about a little Buster Posey? Purple parallel to 250. Chris Bryant, atomic refractor for the Cubbies. A little Ronald Acuna refractor there, just a base. Here's Michael Kopech for the Chicago White Sox. There's a Bellinger, but just a refractor. I need to pull a Bellinger auto out of here to keep my streak alive. I really need to find one. Alfaro for the Phillies. Started to say cracked ice and caught myself. Atomic refractor. Here's one of our Raking Rookies inserts. This is the first one to make an appearance. It is Alex Bregman. Christian Arroyo, nice hit for the Giants. Cody Bellinger, Raking Rookies. And Aaron Judge, just base rookie. Benintendi, best cuts. How about little Brendan McKay, purple parallel to 250 for the Tampa Bay Rays? Now everybody's looking forward to to him. All right, I never say this guy's name right. Mejia or something sort of similar to that for the Indians. There's a little Mickey Moniak refractor for the Phillies went by. Manny Machado to 50. Gold parallel for the Orioles. Royce Lewis, Dylan Cozen's best cuts. A mirror image, Brendan McKay and Clayton Kershaw. Move that around a little bit so we can have more space for our mirror images since they're starting to stack up on us. Oh, I see a nice one right here, right on top. A raking rookies for the Astros with Yuli Gurriel. Sticker auto. Nice little hit there. An Ian Happ rookie refractor. Miguel Sano for the Twins, Atomic. I think we've only pulled, have we only pulled one Nick Senzel auto? Maybe. I know we pulled one, but I don't know if, I don't think we've pulled more than one Nick Senzel autograph out of, this is what, the 9th case of this? So he's due to show up again too. Trevor Clifton for the Cubbies. Brendan McKay refractor for the Rays. Atomic for the Nats with Robles. Royce Lewis refractor. Benintendi raking rookies. A mirror image McKay and Rizzo. And a nice little Trey Mancini rookie refractor. Evan White for the Mariners. Kevin Maitan refractor for the Braves. How about a little orange to 25 for the Astros, Kyle Tucker. Ahmed Rosario refractor. Whoops, I meant to stack that with the inserts. PJ Conlon, because no break of Bowman's Best is complete without at least one PJ Conlon. This one is to 99, green parallel for the Mets. The guy is everywhere, everywhere in Bowman's Best. I feel like I pull him 100 times a night. I don't, obviously, but it feels like I do. He comes out a lot. Kenley Jansen, purple parallel to 250 for the Dodgers. Maitan and Sano. Austin Meadows refractor. Nate Pearson for the Blue Jays. He comes out a fair amount too, but I don't think as much as Conlon does. Conlon comes out an insane amount of the time. Mirror image Royce Lewis and Carlos Correa, and a little Buster Posey refractor. So that's the first half of the case. Now we're going to have to go through the less fun part of taking everything out of the boxes again and the packs for the back half of the case. So right now, this is the last case of Bowman's Best that I have. This is all I had. I think I had actually originally ordered 10 in the pre-order period, but sometimes things get allocated. You don't get as much as you ask for, and that's what happened. So I got cut a case. So instead of getting 10, I only got 9, I guess. And so this is the last one that I have on hand. I'm still trying to round up some more. I found some more today, but it was priced a bit higher than I liked, so I was kind of hoping that maybe I could round some up with a little more reasonable price, and if I can, we will open more of this. If I can't, then this might be the last one. It'll just depend entirely on what kind of pricing I can dig up. But in the meanwhile, of course, we're going to open the back half of Chronicles tomorrow night. We started that case a couple days ago. And then on, what is going on right there? Then on Tuesday night, we're going to open a half case of Elite Extra Edition, which the breaks I had done with it earlier in the year, right around the time it came out, I didn't do them in half cases. I did them in quarter cases because there's so many hits, right? I mean, there's a ton of hits. And I just decided to do this one in a half case break. So there's an outrageous number of hits in that thing. So I'm looking forward to it because there's always good players in Elite Extra Edition. Well, I mean, it's like this, right? It's a lot of prospects, a lot of prospecting going on, but always a lot of fun stuff to pull, and so many hits makes it very nice. I did list, as I had done before, USA. Team USA has its own bidding position in that Elite Extra Edition break, and then the international cards have their own bidding position. And of course, that doesn't mean every international player, right? It just means the ones that aren't signed with a team. So where there would be a team name normally on the card, instead of having a team name, it'll just say the words international. So that category is for those cards. And then before long, we're going to be opening 2018 Series 1. That is just crazy to think about. It comes out at the end of this month, unless Topps moves the date, which, you know, every once in a while they do. But unless they do that, we'll be opening up in a couple weeks. We'll be opening up 2018 Series 1. And then before you know it, we'll be in Gypsy Queen. I love Gypsy Queen. I don't think I ordered enough this year either. I probably should have ordered more, but you have to pre-order that stuff with Topps so far out. I mean, Panini, they'll hit you up sometimes as little as 2-3 weeks before the product comes out. You'll get a notice it's time to pre-order it. Most of the time, it's probably more like 4 to 6 weeks with Panini, but a reasonable amount of time. With Topps, I mean, you're ordering stuff 6 months out. So it's really hard to project what you want to do, because if you haven't planned properly and all of a sudden, let's say a rookie really heats up and you want to have a lot more of some particular product that rookie is in, yeah, if you didn't order it 6 months ago, you'll end up paying like two times what you should pay for it. So Topps makes it hard in that regard. But I guess that's how they know what they're going to print. I'm assuming they're kind of sticking with the same thing they did this past year, which is they don't really print much beyond what is pre-ordered, I guess. So there's not like lots of it hanging around somewhere in a warehouse like it used to be in the old days, where you could go back and buy stuff months or even years sometimes after it came out. Not the case anymore with Topps. They pretty much print what is ordered and very little more than that. And the other kind of weird thing about the way they do it is they restrict what you can order on a lot of things to a percentage of what you ordered the prior year. So like for 2018, if you had ordered, let's say as a distributor, let's say you had ordered 100 cases of Series 1, then for 2018, they would only let you order, for instance, 10% more. So even if you, now they don't do that, I think, with every product, but they do it with a lot of them from what I'm told. So even if you wanted to come up and say, hey, I want twice as much, most of the time you can't get it. Because they base it on whatever you did last year, and then they give you a percentage and say you can have that much more in 18, and that's it. So I guess that's how they keep a handle on supply and demand. All right, guys, we've almost got them all out of here. And now we will take a look at the back half of our case. Justice Sheffield for the Yankees. Our first autograph out of the back half. Austin Beck Atomic for the A's. Armenteros for the A's. Atomic in the Baseball America insert. Jose De Leon for the Rays. Coming out for the Rangers, Cole Ragans. Nice little Atomic for the Tigers with the Fado. And some color for the Padres. Hunter Renfroe to 250, Purple Parallel. Nice little Torres refractor for the Yankees. And a Shane Baz refractor for the Pirates. Pavin Smith for the D-backs. Sean Newcomb. Drew Ellis, D-backs. Drew Ellis comes out of here a lot too. Find him quite frequently in here. Little Reese Hoskins best cuts. And an Adames for the Rays. A mirror image, Pedroia and Heredia. Well, there's another mirror image on the bottom. Let's go ahead and grab it as well. Joe Adell and Mookie Betts. Jeter Downs, Cincinnati Reds. Mirror image, Robles and Pollock. When a Yuli Gurriel rookie refractor went by. See some color coming up for the Rockies. Nolan Arenado to 150 in the blue parallel. For the Red Sox, Tanner Houck. And an Austin Beck refractor. Here's our case hit, and it is for the White Sox. Michael Kopech to 125, our monogram. Case hit, or monochrome. Why did I say monogram? Monogram on the brain. Monochrome case hit. Nice old Aaron Judge raking rookie insert. Mirror image in the atomic parallel. This is Kopech and Scherzer. Once again, all of those mirror images we will be dealing with by way of random at the end of the break. That's why they're being stacked separately over there. DL Hall for the Orioles. Nice little Mackenzie Gore refractor. And there's an Aaron Judge best cuts. Tristan McKenzie refractor. Ryan Mountcastle for the Orioles. Jay Groom refractor. Jake Lamb atomic for the D-backs. Diamondbacks have had pretty good luck getting parallels tonight, both color and atomic coming their way on a few. Nice hit for the Angels with Jo Adell. You know, is that Torres numbered? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I just about let that slide by without noticing. That is to 50. That's the gold parallel on the Gleyber Torres for the Yankees. Luke Weaver, atomic for the Cardinals. Kyle Tucker. Nice hit for the Phillies. The Baseball America parallel. That is a sticker auto as opposed to on card, but I don't think they're unhappy about that. Mickey Moniak for the Phillies. Nice little hit there. Jo Adell purple parallel to 250 for the Angels. Pavin Smith refractor for the Diamondbacks. Trevor Clifton for the Cubs. A little Mike Trout best cuts atomic. Nice Devers refractor. Rangers with a hit with Cease or Sice. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Benintendi rookie refractor. Mirror image Devers and Moustakas. Ursig for the Brewers. Little Adam Hazley refractor for the Phillies. Mirror image Hazley and Brantley. Christian Arroyo rookie refractor. A mirror image, Pavin Smith and Eric Hosmer. Nick Senzel refractor. Armenteros for the A's. Joe Adell refractor for the Angels. Jake Berger, nice little hit for the White Sox. Clayton Kershaw refractor. Mirror image with Judge and Giancarlo. One little stack left, then we'll deal with distributing our mirror image cards, and then we'll recap. Brendan Rodgers for the Rockies /99 in the green parallel. Robles for the Nats. Was a refractor that went by, of course. Nice hit for the Jays. Gurriel in the green parallel /99. A mirror image, Cody Bellinger and Joey Votto. And then a Syndergaard refractor. All right, so before we recap our hits, we have these cards to distribute. And actually, let's go ahead and put one of these in a sleeve, and that way I can write on the sleeve in a minute. So once again, we're going to have a rookie or a prospect on one part of the card and a veteran player on the other. So I will put into random literally those words, and we're going to hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times do not count. It'll be the third and final random that will determine where that card goes, whether they will go to the rookie prospect position or whether they will go to the veteran position. So there is the first one doesn't count, second does not count, third and final does count. And there you'll see randomized 3 times our date and time stamp, and it's going to the rookie / prospect position. So I'm going to circle that on this one. And once again, guys, that circle is on the sleeve. It is not on the card, it is on the sleeve. So we'll take a quick look through these, and then you'll know where each is going to go. So this one will go to the Dodgers for Bellinger, Yankees, Diamondbacks, Phillies, Red Sox, White Sox, Nationals, Angels, Brewers, Twins, Braves, Rays, A's, Braves, Padres, and White Sox. So that's how those cards will be distributed. Once again, if you did not hear me say it earlier, I am anticipating this stuff will ship out on Monday. There's always a possibility I can get it out a day sooner. There's always the possibility that it could slide over and be a day later. But my goal is Monday. Right now, I think we're on track for Monday. And certainly, if I can get it to you sooner than that, I will. Just recapping now in case someone joined late or you jumped in and out or you're watching on tape delay, so to speak, and you just want to scroll to the end and see the hits. As always, I appreciate you guys bidding with me, breaking with me, keeping me company in chat and all of that. So I hope I will see you again on another break. We've always got a lot of fun stuff going on, both baseball, well, I shouldn't say both, it's all 3, for baseball, for football, for basketball, some autographed memorabilia, as well as all kinds of cards and other interesting things. So there's always something that we're breaking. And after I run through our atomics here, then we'll put up that spreadsheet again for anybody who might be interested in taking a look at the breaks that are coming up for the next 5 days. I started doing that just this year because so many times people ask me, hey, when's the back half of such and such case, or when are you opening XYZ? And most of the time I don't remember because I have so much stuff up and running at any given time. A lot of times I can't remember. So this way, it's right there. So once again, this is what our next 5 days worth of eBay listings look like. So tomorrow night we'll be opening some Chronicles baseball, and then that will be followed on Saturday by an autographed baseball, an autographed football jersey, some playbook football. Looks like Saturday's quiet night. Sunday is a jersey. Some Valiant baseball will be starting a new case. Some Contenders football. That'll be the back half of a case. And then on Tuesday, we'll be opening some black gold football, another autographed jersey, and we'll start off with some more Elite Extra Edition. That'll be the first half of a new case that we'll be into on that. And that is it for me tonight. Once again, thanks everybody. I appreciate you very much. I hope you're having a great night, and we're almost to the weekend. So have a good one. We'll see you then.